everybody, hope everybody's doing really well today, and I want to welcome everybody to Happy Color Days. I am so excited because this is the first video, and I'm really looking forward to everybody seeing the other videos I've been working on, and I've been planning, but also kind of seeing mingling and maybe some buddy colors, just a little bit of everything. This is such a special time of year, so I'm really, really excited. And I wanted to start off the month by doing a wrap up for November. I will be honest that 99.9% of the pictures that I did were color by number. If that's not something that you're into, I do apologize, but it was just another color by number kind of month. So it was October for me. I've just been falling in love with these books. But I did the tallies, and I colored 35 pages in 11 books. And the reason I was able to do 35 is because most of them are color by number. Those are much faster to do. But actually, one of my goals for December is to color more books that are not color by number. So hopefully at the end of the month, for the December wrap up, you'll be seeing more quote unquote regular books. I don't know what to call them, not color by number books. But to start off, I wanted to show you this book, which I've shown on my channel before. This is the Cactus and Succulent coloring book. For some reason, I have a very tough time saying cactus. I don't know, it's a tough one. But this book is by Questopia. It is one of their older books, but I do really like it. I have a good amount of pages done in here. But this is actually a really special page because I didn't color it. So what happened was a couple weeks ago, one of my friends came over and we had a lovely girls' night. It was a Friday. We watched Coco from Disney, which, by the way, wonderful movie, not what I was expecting. We ordered food and we just colored, and it was so much fun. And I love getting people kind of involved in the coloring committee. Yeah, the committee, it's part of the decorating committee as well. We meet on Thursdays right after school. I'm just kidding. Coloring community. But she chose this book and she used, I believe it was my Crayola Super Tips. But I just wanted to show off her work too. She did such a good job. Sakshi honey, I know you watch the videos, so way to color. It's beautiful. I love it. This bicycle is such a pretty blue color, and she even did the line work. So yeah, I just wanted to shout her out. She doesn't have a YouTube channel or like a coloring Instagram. She just came over to my apartment and was kind enough to color with me. So I just wanted to show it off because I think it's beautiful and I had so much fun. But the rest of the pages were by moi. So let's get the one non-color by number book out of the way. I do have another one further on, but that's a pattern book. So the one not color by number, not pattern I did was in Rita Berman's the fall book, Mine. Again, I'm not going to butcher the German, but I've showed this book before. I really like it. And the page looks like this. I had a lot of fun with it. So it is Arteza pencils, and there's a little bit of glitter pen, like gel pen. If we will just see. There you go. You can see the shiny. So originally I wanted to do like shades of blue and purple, kind of like a moody coloring page. I don't know, I was just feeling it. But then it was just too dark. So I introduced like the pinkish and then the yellow. And then from there, just, yeah, turned into this. And I do really like it. Oh, there's also a bit of white pen that I used. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. And this was also quite a quick page to do. But I love these books. They're quite small compared to a normal book. So the pages go by pretty quickly. But I really, really enjoyed it. Love Rita Berman. So let's move on to, this is the Disney Hatchet Heroes color by number, and this is volume 2. And you've definitely seen this on my channel. It's been, at least in the last month, completed pages. But I went a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs in these books this month and did a bunch of pages out of this one and the other one that I have that I'll show you in a minute. So if we go to the first page, we have a little Frozen. So I finally watched this movie because I have never seen it before. And to be honest, I don't know how I felt about it. I had mixed feelings. But, yeah, so I did that page. Let's see. Then we have a little Gaston. Not a big fan of his character. You know, he tried to kill Belle's father or send him off to some sort of institution. But I liked the coloring. Okay. Oops, sorry, I'm really struggling with page flipping here. All right, and then we have one of the, were they fairies? They were fairies, right? Out of, was it Sleeping Beauty? I'm so sorry, sometimes I get the fairy tales mixed up. I believe it was Sleeping Beauty. But, and then the last one in this book was Cinderella. So I like this one. So these books are amazing. They're so much fun. Yep, so that was volume 2. Then, as promised, I have another one. I have volume 8. This is, again, Hatchet Heroes Disney color by number book. This came out recently in October, I want to say. And I had to snag it up because I love these books. So, let's see. Oh, goodness gracious. It's tough to reach these little tabs. Okay, we did 2 pages here. I have Peter Pan. And then Jasmine. Oh, this is crooked. So I also quite recently watched Aladdin. I mean, I've seen it when I was younger, but it's been a hot minute. So I rewatched it, and again, mixed feelings. So she meets this guy, she has an amazing day with him, right? And then she meets him again, and he's just wearing a different outfit, and she has no idea who it is. I don't know, Jasmine. Like, come on, girl. I'm not the best with names, but at least, like, be like, don't you look familiar? Like, I don't know. All right. Let's go to the next one, if I can find the tab. This is a fella from Cinderella. I have no idea if he has a name, but that's her shoe. So he is the employee, the footwear chauffeur, if you want to call him. So, colored him. Then we have another horizontal one, which is Belle from Sleeping Beauty. And this was actually a buddy color. So this buddy color was with Shelly from the Stitch and Colorist, Shelly Lewis. I will link her channel down below. She also has an Instagram, and she's wonderful. She's so kind. So she actually commented on one of my videos, like earlier videos, when I was talking about this book, and she was like, oh my god, like, you enabled me to buy it. So we decided we'd do a buddy color, and we actually colored different pages. So we decided to do the prompt as, what's your favorite Disney princess? And I won't say which one she colored, but it was not this one. And this is the page I picked because Belle is my favorite. I also, I don't know if you can tell, but I messed up her teeth. So originally I colored everything in like this like pinkish color. So she just had the most luscious lips you've ever seen. Well, the most luscious lower lip, I guess I should say. So after I did it, like, I finished the page and I was like, that cannot be right. Like, this girl should be on an episode of Botched the way it was looking. So then when I looked in the back, because they have the solutions, I was like, oh goodness gracious, like, I colored over her teeth. So I tried to go in with a little white pen, but it's not like, it doesn't layer very well. So I tried my best. It definitely looks better than it did before, but yeah, so she might be featured in the next episode of Botched. Please watch on e-channel. Just kidding, but you know. Okay, so next one, and another movie I recently watched, woo, is Hercules. I made him a little too red, but you know, we'll just say that he's just spending a lot of time in the sun, you know, working on his godlike tan. And then we have this young lady from Princess and the Frog. I liked her in the movie. She was definitely like ditzy and silly, but at the same time, she had a really good heart. So I liked her character. Like I said, I did a lot of pages in these books. Oh, goodness. And then Tigger, of course. I really like how this page came out. So this is obviously from Winnie the Pooh. Love him. And then we have this young lady who is the stepmother from, oh my goodness, Cinderella. Why was I confused for that? But yeah, so I colored the stepmom. Sometimes my skin colors choices are not the best, but you know, I try. Sometimes they're a little red, Hercules, sometimes they're a little yellow, like the stepmother. So I only did one page out of this book, which I honestly found surprising. So when I was doing my tallies, I went through and I was like, really? Only one? Like, okay. But this is another Hatchet Heroes book, and this is a Cuties color mystery art therapy book. This is featured in every wrap-up video I think I've ever made. I just like this book a lot. And like I said, I only did one page, but it is this adorable puppy playing with like a ball of yarn. Loved it. I did this page because I wanted to test out my Crayola Super Tips in here, and I think it was Crayola Super Tips. I don't know. I wanted to test out some of my markers in here because I've been using a lot of pencils and I wanted to switch to markers in here, and I think it turned out well, so would recommend this book if you can get your hands on it. The book itself is quite inexpensive, but I know the shipping to the States is horrendous. Then let's do a little Christmas stuff, right? So I kind of jumped the gun with this one. I did a little bit of Christmas coloring in November. I was just in the spirit, and I won't lie, this was done even before Thanksgiving. I know some people find that like disgraceful, but I was just ready. But I only did one page, and this was my first time coloring in the Christmas Color by Number by Creative Haven. And this is a George Tufex's book, so y'all know it's detailed. But I really like this page. I first did the reds, so when I picked up the markers, I first went and did the red, like the bows and Santa's outfit, and it just looked so festive. Just with the bows, like they just stood out so much and immediately got me in the mood for Christmas. Love it, and I'll definitely be working more in this book. Definitely won't finish it because those are some detailed pages, but one magazine that I stumbled upon and am completely in love with is this Color by Number. I don't know, it was in the magazine stand. Again, I do live in Germany, so I don't know how widely available it is, but if you're in Germany, this is wonderful. I immediately knew I needed it when I saw the cover because, you know, that's a cute dog. But then you get to look at the pictures in the back, and they're just so cool. They're quite different. They're all over the place with the theme. So I knew I needed it, so I snagged it up. And another one I went a little crazy in and did a bunch of pages. So here we go. So I did the first two pages. I know this is like, I don't know, maybe not too seasonally appropriate, but why not? And then these really nice pears. And then I did a beach scene. Don't ask. And then the first one that I did, possibly my favorite that I did in this book, is these pumpkins. Like, aren't these beautiful? I don't know. I love this book. So the numbers are quite, not the numbers, the little pieces, as you can see, are kind of small. So you can get quite detailed pictures here. So I really, really like it. And I do use markers, and it does not seep through. So I'll definitely continue working in this book. Let's see if there's any information on the back. So I guess maybe Megastar is the publisher. So if you wanted to get your hands on it, yeah. But it also says it's number 16. So I'm assuming there's 15 other ones, and if I could find them, that would be lovely. I've kept an eye out on them, but this is the only one I've been able to find. But I love it. Then, more Christmas stuff. I purchased another Colored Questopia book. I know, shocking. But this is their Christmas color by number with the black background, which I have been enjoying the black backgrounds because it saves me the time of having to color the line work. So I did a good amount of pictures in here. So we have this. So I'm assuming this is like a little platter, maybe like a centerpiece of some sorts. I was a little confused, but like some of these things were. So like obviously these are candles, right? And this is just like a little figurine of Santa, but like what is this thing? Is it another candle? And the wick is like behind Santa's head? I don't know. I was just a little confused on that one. And then, if I could flip, this was a cute one. A little snowman with the little forest animals. A little concerned about the flowers. They're probably freezing in the snow, but you know, to each their own. Also, like, what is this thing? Is he giving the snowman a nut? Like, is that a nut? It has a bow on it. Just wasn't sure what that was, you know? Or like what this thing was here with the lines. You know, just some questions I have. If anybody has answers, that would be lovely. Then, of course, I did the kitty cat page. It's so cute. Really like it. Has this little Santa hat on. All right, and then I do have to say, the people in this book freak me out. Like, this girl looks like she's from a scary movie. I'm not gonna lie, and I understand it's really hard to get like a person's face and features looking proper without like shading and such, you know, that's a hard task, but that's terrifying. Am I the only one? When I was coloring it, I was like, hey, like, oh goodness gracious. And this is not the only picture where I'm a little concerned, but I still had fun. Still had fun. Looks like she's getting a whole lot of gifts while she's wearing her pink Uggs. Love it. And then I did a couple pages in the back. So these are actually from other books, but they give it to you as sample pages. So I did this Christmas mermaid, and this is from Christmas Fantasy. So I don't think I'll be getting this book, to be honest, because I'm not the most fantasy fan, I guess I should say. Like, I know some people love like mermaids and fairies and dragons. I don't know, that's never really been my area of expertise, but I did enjoy this page. I accidentally drew on her a little bit, but you know, it happens. And then I did another one, which was it from this book? Yeah. It's the Autumn color by number that they also have. And I did this beautiful mansion. But yeah, I'm a little concerned that all of their lights are on. You know, see all this yellow? Their electricity bill must be through the roof. Just saying. But I did this earlier on the 14th. I completed it. So I really enjoyed all the shades of red and orange. It was nice. But yeah, like, girl, like, your electricity bill must be so high. So that was the color by number Christmas book from Color Questopia. Well, would you look at that? Another Color Questopia book. I'm sure everybody's floored, but this is the Fantasy Landscapes book. And I talked a bit about this book I talked a good amount about the book in the flip through that I did of it. And just to repeat again, not so sure about this one. This might be my least favorite one that I own from them, and I think I own like 5. I don't know, but I did a couple pages. So this one is horizontal, and it's a waterfall, and so I'll just repeat my beef or like the issues I have with this book are that when you first see the line work, you think it's going to be crazy detailed, right? Like, the line work in here, there's so many little pieces and everything, but then pretty much everything's the same color. So like in this picture, we have 2 shades of green. So 2, 1 blue, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, right? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 colors in the entire page. I don't know, like with this amount of line work and this amount of detail, they easily could have done more colors. Like, I wasn't being lazy and just skipping and coloring everything the same color. That's what I was told to do. So That's kind of the issue I have with this book. Like, I think they could have done more detail work or detailed colors. And then another one. So this was the first page I did from here. And yeah, I was just, I don't know, I was confused. So there's so much purple. It's all the same shade of purple, right? And again, they could have done so many different colors and they just kind of stuck to the same shade of purple. So don't know how I feel about that, but I'll continue working on this book and hopefully it gets better. But I also did do a page in the back from a different book of theirs. And it is the camping book. So originally when this book came out, because I follow them on Instagram, so I saw that it was going to be released. I was kind of like, oh, like that one's not for me. You know, not a camping fan. But I don't know, all the pages that I've seen are kind of really cute. So this is the page that I did from that book. I really like it. I think the animals are super cute. And again, there's more color variety in here. It's not crazy, but it's still more than 6 colors that the other page was. So I don't know what happened with like the pages in the Fantasy Landscapes one, because I was really excited for that. But so far, not my fave. And drum roll, another Color Questopia book. I know everybody's shooketh, but this is the book that I completed, which is so exciting. It's my first completed book, and I did do a giveaway of this book. The winner has been announced, and she actually already received her book as well. So thank you for everybody for participating in the giveaway. There will be other ones, so if you did not win this one, no worries. There shall be another one coming your way. But I did the pages in here to finish up the book. I did this very serious looking gentleman. This little guy was probably off to school. I like his little backpack. And then this guy who's just literally hanging out. I think this might be my favorite one in this book. I don't know, I just really like the colors and I think he's really handsome. And that was it from The Love Pug. I didn't even say the name of the book. It's The Love Pug, Color by Number, Color Questopia. And I've mentioned before, there was also one in here of patterns. So this is the 70 Patterns to Drum Coloring book by Aaliyah Fisher. And I've mentioned this book before. Sometimes I just pick it up for some easy coloring. I had a movie night with one of my friends. We watched the Harry Potter, I think it was the Goblet of Fire. And I did some coloring. So it was really cozy, really lovely. And the page that I did was not that one. It was this one. So I really like how it came out. I went for some Christmas colors. And I like it. It was definitely festive, and I did it on the 19th. So it was a little bit earlier in the month, again, before Thanksgiving. Whoops. But it was just lovely. Like that page. But this book is nice. Has some really cool patterns in here, and it was quite inexpensive. It was actually super inexpensive. But yeah, Amazon paper. But yeah, really fun. And then last but not least, some Disney princesses. But this is the, oh, it's in French. Oh, whoops. I bought this off of Amazon, but it was shipped from France. And it's the circle color by number. And probably meant for children, I'm not gonna lie. But das is fine. So there's, is this Cinderella? Why am I struggling with my princesses today? I'm gonna say this is Cinderella. I think that's pretty accurate. Please correct me if it's not. But yeah, these books are quite easy. Like this had, what, 6 shades? But really easy color, really nice. And then Ariel. I love the red hair in here. I think it just pops with the blue background of the water. So, and I know like the tail and everything looks messy, but this was such a quick color. I think it took me like 5 minutes. So, I really like it. And yeah, and this has some really cool pictures in the back. Obviously, all princesses. There was one that's like Christmassy of Belle. Where is it? Here. So I'll do that in December. Just as I was like, yeah, you know, I think I'm going to do less color by number. But I didn't say I was going to do no color by number, right? Loophole. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope everybody is as excited for Happy Color Days as I am. November was a lovely month. December, I'm really looking forward to what the Christmas season's gonna bring, you know, New Year's. And yeah, I hope everybody's staying safe and healthy, and I hope everybody is going to be able to see their family and just, you know, enjoy the season. But thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see everybody on December 4th, because that's going to be posting my second Happy Color Days video. So have a lovely night. Bye.